What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video here. So, yesterday, Joe Biden gave his farewell address from the Oval Office, and he made a number of shocking, and I mean shocking headlines from this, guys. And again, it was very divisive in the sense that among party lines, Republicans calling it the worst speech ever. Many Democrats are basically saying it was great and they love the messaging. And I got to be honest with you, I thought it was very, very strong messaging and the best speech I've seen him give in a very long time. And so, just to be clear, guys, he started off by saying, touting a number of his accomplishments, talks about the job growth of his administration. For example, the Israel Hamas ceasefire, he listed a number of accomplishments. But okay, that's what any president is going to do, list your accomplishments. What he did that I found most interesting, guys, and I'm going to show you a clip exactly of what he said because I want to give you the full picture here. And guys, but make sure to like and subscribe. It's super good for the algorithm. And Amazon links and products I use are in the description. If you purchase a product from that link, I get a commission and it helps the channel out immensely. So make sure to do that. Again, any support I appreciate greatly. It helped the channel out so much. Okay. So he says a number of things where he basically says, goes to a dark place where he goes, some things give me a great concern. And the direct quote that he says, which I find stunning, well, just to be clear, he calls for a number of new pretty progressive policies, guys. He calls for banning stock trades in Congress for congressional members. Fantastic. I think most Americans can get on board with that, and I'm shocked that he would say that, but I think that's fantastic that he supports that. That's number one. Calls for banning dark money in politics, basically calling for the end of money in politics. Which again, that's wild that Joe Biden, the U.S. president, would call for this openly in a farewell speech. Given the platform, it is a wild thing that he would say, but it's great that he's saying this. Um, Again, a number of extremely progressive things, but the key quote, guys, this is what he says. Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, of extreme power and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms, and a fair shot for everyone to get ahead. We've seen the consequences all across America, and we've seen it before Biden had. Again, he's talking about the robber baron, and he uses the term robber barons, guys. Kyle Kalinske, by the way, a secular talk, is going to love that. He's been using the term robber barons, describing Elon Musk and a number of these billionaires recently. The fact that Biden is taking one out of the progressive playbook, that's pretty crazy that he would do this. But he's not wrong. He's talking about the robber barons of the 1800s of Nelson Rockefeller, where all of the money and the wealth would be centralized in such a small number of people. And they have basically monopolies. Zuckerberg, Musk, Gates, they have specifically Elon Musk, guys, a half a trillion dollars? What are we doing? And you're seeing how all of these billionaires are cucking themselves to Trump, guys, at this point. And you have to wonder, what is going on here? Are they buying Trump off? Because that's what it certainly seems like. Elon Musk basically has an office in the White House. We're finding out he's actually going to be given an office space in the White House just because he bought off Trump. I mean, it is truly as corrupt as it gets. And I'm going to show you right now exactly what he says. And here's a clip and we'll discuss it further. Here's Biden last night in his farewell address. Here's a clip, guys.
Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms, and a fair shot for everyone to get ahead. We see the consequences all across America, and we've seen it before. More than a century ago, but the American people stood up to the robber barons back then and busted the trusts. They didn't punish the wealthy. They just made the wealthy play by the rules everybody else had to. Workers want rights to earn their fair share. You know, they were dealt into the deal, and it helped put us on a path to building the largest middle class, the most prosperous century any nation in the world has ever seen.
Again, guys, he's clearly calling out people like Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, talking about the concentration of wealth in a number of people, a small number of people, all who happen to be Trump donors, who again are using their money and influence to basically get policies they like by supporting a particular candidate. That's the definition of oligarchy, guys. That's what it is. And it's clear Biden is being extremely economically populist in his messaging. And let's be honest, you guys say what you want about Biden. He has been a extremely economically progressive president. There's no question. I mean, he was on the picket line with workers, extremely progressive in economic policy and left wing. There's no question about it. even compared to Obama, guys, there's no comparison. Biden was far to the left of Obama on economic policy. He talks about the importance of not abusing power. He calls for a new law basically saying you actually can be indicted and you should be held accountable for criminal actions taken in office as president. Obviously, a shot at Trump. So again, I think it's possible this speech, he gives this speech in a context of, hey, people are going to be looking at this speech maybe in 10, 20 years from now, and let's see how it ages. So I think that's, you could tell that's what he's going for in this speech. Obviously, news organizations like Fox News, they attack this because they love oligarchs like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos, and who all seemingly love Trump. All the tech oligarchs, guys, they all love Trump. Not very strange. I don't know why. It's all of them all just aligned at the same time to go in for the big guy. Very weird, very strange. I don't know why that is. But again, the fact that a president, guys, I think it's super key that a US president is bringing this to the forefront in a farewell speech. I mean, that was the key headline out of his speech, guys, calling out the corruption of oligarchs in America, calling out income inequality in the United States. That is a pretty big fucking deal for a United States president to be saying that in a farewell speech as the headline. It's interesting, and I think why this is so important is I think this is gonna be the key message for the Democrats in the coming years in the Trump administration. I really do. I really do, and it's gonna be super interesting to see how this all plays out, but an interesting farewell speech from President Joe Biden. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm very curious if you guys agree or disagree. Make sure to like and subscribe again, and Amazon links are in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.